Work your fingers to the bone. I know you can keep me warm. Don't you leave, it's getting cold. I got you and you got me. Don't be scared if we complete love and war, the same damn thing. Yeah. Oh love, it's like I'm fading away. I want more, I want more. Oh love, I really want you to stay. We'll push it to the edge for real. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body all night, 'cause I love the way you make me feel. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body all night, 'cause I love the way you make me feel. I want your body all night. 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 Oh love, it's like I'm fading away. I want more, I want more. Oh love, I really want you to stay. We'll push it to the edge for real. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body all night, 'cause I love the way you make me feel. We'll push it to the end now. We'll push it to the end now. I want your body all night, 'cause I love the way you make me feel. I want your body all night. 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 I want your body.
struggle every day. The East Coast mecca shore is where I stay. When I had no loot, I used to cool around my way. I got a mad style of frustration. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Anger in the nation. Anger in the nation. Anger in the anger in the anger in the anger in the anger. I drop bombs for my generation.
Fuck that.
Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people. That's struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people. That's struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. Power to the people. Power to the people. That's struggle every day. Just another product. Just another product of the anger in the nation. East to the coast from New York to LA. East Coast, the shore is where I stay. Got a mad style of frustration. Just another product. Just another product. East to the coast from New York to LA. East Coast, the shore is where I stay. Got a mad style of frustration. Just another product of the anger in the nation.
Clip on the TV, steezy. Nothing ever want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie. We're not cheap, we're not easy. See me on a 2-2 clip on the TV, steezy. Nothing ever want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie. Yo, I stepped in looking like Carly, energy barmy, energy barmy. I stepped in looking like Carly, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy. Yeah. Stepped in looking like Carly, energy barmy, energy goddamn setting up the party. Got 'em in the palm of my hand, no smarties. Hitting with the Punjab swag, that's bargy. Guitar hardgy, going on feisty, Trace war hardly. Going on naughty, going on apex. Hitting in the 6, I ain't talking about Shaw Street. Wicked, karmic, man, cleaning up, no heart, big spark it. Pass it to the brother on the left, that's arcade. Big man park it, you ain't gonna bark it. You ain't gonna run up on gang, give a halfway. Stood there looking like a target. Stadium done, you ain't in a ballpark yet. This sound, lick a man down, that's our state gang done. Move more, then I'm mark. We're not cheap, we're not easy. See me on a 2-2 clip on the TV, steezy. Never never want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie. We're not cheap, we're not easy. See me on a 2-2 clip on the TV, steezy. Never never want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie. I stepped in looking like Carly, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy, energy barmy. Yeah. A big spark it, pass it to the brother on the left, that's arcade. Big man park it, you ain't gonna bark it. You ain't gonna run up on gang, give a hawk it. You ain't gonna bark it. You ain't gonna run up on gang, give a halfway. Stood there looking like a target. Stadium done, you ain't in a ballpark yet. This sound, lick a man down, that's our state karmic. Man, cleaning up, no heart, big spark it. Pass it to the brother on the left, that's arcade. Big man park it, you ain't gonna bark it. You ain't gonna run up on gang, give a halfway. Stood there looking like a target. Stadium done, you ain't in a ballpark yet. This sound, lick a man down, that's our state gang done. Move more, then I'm mark. We're not cheap, we're not easy. See me on a 2-2 clip on the TV, steezy. Never want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie. We're not cheap, we're not easy. See me on a 2-2 clip on the TV, steezy. Never want pre-me. We're not giving them a freebie.
Here comes the tank now. Oh, he's driven straight into the tank. He's driven straight. Oh, no! Oh, это первый грузовик был. Первый грузовик уже выбили. This is brutal.
This is against the Geneva Convention, I think.
Just trying to crash into it. He's just knocking the tank around.
Tank, we need to kill the tiger.
Oh, oh my god. Il a sa chaîne, et ben non, Kiki. Oh ben l'enfoiré, il a dit non. Et la coup de pelle pour essayer de le terminer. anybody who can stop DC? Oh, no, 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 no! You'll not get this!
Alrighty, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I clearly forgot to set up my webcam. Let's do that really quickly. You'd think after 2 years of doing this that I would figure this out, but the answer is no. No, I've not. Hello, welcome. Happy Sunday, if it is Sunday where you are. My name is Anthony. You can call me Nitro if you so choose. Today, we are here casting a very exciting game. Let's just finish getting this set up. We're almost there. There you go. Now that doesn't look so terrible. Okay, yeah, we're all set. Yeah, Anthony, Nitro, you know who I am. I am joined today by my wonderful friend and co-caster, Magic Jokic. Magic, hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Anthony, although there is something I want to talk about that's very important to me.
Oh.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Leroy.
Yes.
And we came across a guy who was laying on the ground dead. His dog was next to him, very sad that he was dead. And we could have brought him back to our camp, petted him, had a nice dog, played fetch with Scratch.
Yeah.
And Leroy killed him. And I've been upset ever since. I just wanted to tell everyone it's
Wow.
a traumatic experience in my life. And I just had to let it go on air.
Thank you.
Feel better about it.
No, I am so glad that you were able to express yourself in front of an audience. So thank you for sharing that. That's terrible news. I'm sure that Leroy will hear from us, and he will feel the wrath of the community for such a terrible act. So
yeah, Leroy killed Scratch. You heard it here first.
Yeah, thanks for bringing this to our attention. No, and you know what? We're going to see a little more Leroy today, because today we are watching The Line take on WTH here on Utah Beach. This is a huge match today. They are going to be playing on Utah. The Line going to be taking on the Ally side, while WTH will be playing as the Axis. And the winner of this matchup will be moving on, as you can see here on our scoreboard. This is Week 3, WTH versus TL in that upper bracket. The winner's moving on to the semifinal. This is huge. Now, the loser of this game will not be eliminated just yet. They will actually still move on to the playoffs, but they'll be starting in the quarterfinal match. So playoffs will be happening in about 2 weeks. Next weekend, we're going to have one more elimination game per bracket. You can see this is the Group B bracket here. Right now, there are a lot of other games happening, but first, let's finish up Group A. So WTH and TL playing right now. Winner goes to the semis. This weekend, we saw Syndicate come out on top over FOC in a very close match. Magic, have you happened to have seen that game yet?
No, I missed it, but I did catch a score this morning, and I was like, wow, good job on Syndicate. Really impressed that they beat FOC there.
No, it was really impressive. We had the classic, final push from FOC, the Zerg rush, 3 tanks pushing the point, and Syndicate held on. It took the entire team spawning on hardcap, but they held on. And it was honestly a really, really exciting finish. So that was casted over on Wix's stream. So feel free to go check that out. And then the other match that happened, Infiltration came out on top over Cerberus. That was on Hurricane Forest on North Pass. IR comes out on top, which means next weekend, Syndicate and IR will be fighting for the final spot in the playoffs for Group A. The winner of that game will move on to the quarterfinals. But who are they playing is the question. They will be playing the winner of ESPT, and ESPT will be playing whoever wins today between Refuse and Circle. So a couple of games that will happen before we know what that matchup looks like. But this is the Group B bracket. We have Greyhounds in DC again, winner going to a semifinal spot, loser going to the quarters. ESPT came out on top over GBI just several hours ago. That was also a very exciting game. And then Refuse and Circle facing elimination right now. The winner of that game moving on to play Esprit de Corps, the loser going home. So again, just lots of games happening this weekend. In fact, as our game is happening in a few minutes, there will be 3 other games going on at the same time. So lots to watch today. A lot of Hell Let Loose for those who want to watch it. And yeah, we're very excited. Okay, so let's talk about today's matchup a little bit. Here we are on Utah Beach. Again, the Lion going to be playing as the Allies, WTH playing as Axis. What are you looking for both of these teams, Magic? Obviously, you know, I feel like this map is very midpoint dependent, but I feel like both teams can do pretty well. I feel like WN7 is probably one of the worst points to fight over, but each team, whether it be like Chapel or WN4, I think there's going to be some of the more exciting matchups.
It's basically what I'm looking for is what midpoint is it going to be? This is actually a rematch of 2 seasonals ago, TL versus WTH on TL's road to the finals.
Right.
WTH was Allies, TL was Axis, and they got win 7. TL held it really well. Their tanks were destroying. So I'm interested to see what WTH gets. They're obviously going to be hoping for win 7, and I think that will definitely help them out. But I think TL is going to give them a good fight.
Oh, 100%. And the tank battles are so huge on this map. In a lot of the maps they are, but with such a tank-heavy team like TL, I think they're really going to be looking to shine here. I don't remember who had the final ban in this matchup, but I know TL was pleasantly surprised with this pick here for today. Not to count out WTH, obviously, but it seems like both teams were kind of in favor of this map.
Yeah, it was TL who had the final ban.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Utah being the map that was decided for these teams. So yeah, it'll be a great match. We are just about 1 minute past the start time. So we have hopefully a couple minutes. It looks like there are 98 players in the server. So just waiting on 2, and we will be A-okay. We do have a couple of surprises here that I'm very excited about. We are once again for this game bringing back the Leroy cam. This will be Magic's POV that we'll bring up every so often. And if we see Leroy doing anything cool or funny, We'll give him his little spotlight for a few seconds. On the WTH side, of course, we have the Heidi cam. I'm also very excited about that. Our KP Bar friend and former seasonal organizer, Heidi, is playing today, so I'm quite excited about that. One more piece of news, though, that I will actually... well, let's throw us back on the camera here. This is actually huge for me. If you have not seen the stream title yet, if you don't know, this will be my last time casting a seasonal match. I'm very thankful to be or to have the opportunity to do it. And yeah, we're just moving on from Hell Let Loose after this seasonal is over, at least competitive. We'll be around. We'll be in the Discord. But as far as the competitive side, you know, organizing things, casting things, this will be it for me. So it's a very bittersweet thing for me, and I just figured I would share that on stream today. So Magic, I'm very glad that this cast is something we can do together for my last one. But,
yeah, dude, I'm really happy to be here with you and have done this with you for a couple of years now.
Right.
And just even thinking back to your very first ever stream, I think it was on this map. WTH versus TC, many seasonals ago.
Right. Yeah, I think this was the one where I think TL had like a jumbo 75 smoking off their Artie, because this is when there were still 3 Artie guns. Is this the game we're thinking of? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't TL. It was TC.
TC. Yes.
We had I think 15 guys from TL who were a part of that team.
Right. Yeah, I know Coltrane, I believe, is one of those guys. Coltrane's been around for a while as well. Yeah, no, I remember that game very fondly. We had, I think, was Rico still in TC as well? Sergeant Rico?
Yeah, Rico was there. He was tanking with me. I was in the tank with Taco Tastic and Rico, and they were just blowing out my eardrums the entire time.
Yeah. No, I have very, very fond memories of Hell Let Loose, and kind of the beginnings of that, I think, was some of the most exciting times I've had in gaming ever. So I have more to say. We'll save it for the end of the stream, but I at least wanted to point that out and share with everybody that, yeah, this is it. There are a lot of other great casters. Nitro is washed up now. I've seen some of the production that other casters have put on their streams, and it's fucking awesome. So kudos to everyone else. I'm excited to watch the playoff games that are happening in a couple of weeks. So yeah, we're just, we're moving on. I am very thankful for my time here in this community. So, and like I said, I'll be around. I'm just not going to be doing the competitive stuff, I'll be a viewer, I should say. That'll be what my role will be. So anyway, back to the game. Enough about me. It's not about me. But even though I just talked about myself for a few minutes. But yeah, looking at the server, it looks like we have 100 players in here. So hopefully we can get things rolling here soon. Let's check in on the Discord here to see if everyone is all set. We got the green light from TL 2 minutes ago, waiting for the green light from WTH at this point. Also, before this game starts, I do want to point out that we do have some fun emotes in chat today. Magic, I don't think you've seen some of these emotes, but we've added some new ones here for stream today. So if you have not seen them yet, check out the emotes. They're free for everyone who's just following the stream. You don't need to subscribe. We got some great ones. We, of course, have the TL and WTH logos. We have the L emoji. Feel free to use that for whenever you like. Copium, just in case we see some coping. And then we also have a number 9 emote. Some people will know what that means. It's just a number 9. That's all it is. So, anyway, feel free to use that to your heart's content. But yeah. Still waiting for a green light at the moment. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. We're very excited. This is a huge game. Looks like no green light yet. Okay, well, that's fine. We are prepared and ready for whatever comes our way. And I think we are set. There it is. There's the map flip. So 1 minute to go now. Before we get into this match, I'm very curious to see what the midpoint is. Magic, you're all good as far as like squads to join and all that. I think we're probably
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Let's do a quick map check really quickly just to make sure that is working.
I can't pull up my... I'm not in the...
Oh, that's fine. It looks like it works. I can at least see your screen, so no problem there. So, all right, 30 seconds till flip. We will get our ads out of the way now so that they don't pop up annoyingly in-game. In fact, it would have been 30 minutes ago for everyone watching right now. And just want to say cheers to everybody in chat. I am having a little drink to enjoy the game. You know, these games are obviously, it's a competitive tournament. I've always, at heart, I'm a fan of Hell Let Loose. So cheers to everybody. Let's have a good game.
I have a strawberry Doritos.
Ooh, I have a strawberry Mike's Hard Lemonade. Nice.
Yeah, we're like twins. And it's win 7. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. So win 7. Yeah, you loaded in faster than I did. So win 7, definitely going to be a little bit more WTH favored, I believe. Do I have that right? Based on their side. Again, we'll keep it out for the openers for both teams. Magic, if you like, I will do a quick flyby of the TL side. If you like to fly by the WTH lineup at the wall, and then we'll show the maps maybe as the teams approach the point. We'll be keeping out for some truck snipes as well.
I would love to do that, Anthony, but WTH's opener is G14 classified.
Oh, well, that's really unfortunate that's the case. You know, I in other news, though, I have some updated information on that, and we'll get to that in a second as soon as I spawn in. We have heard, you know, the lengths that people are going to cover up these openers, but that's okay. We came prepared with our opener cam today, sponsored by WTH. Thank you so much, WTH, for having a change of heart. We will take a look at both teams' openers as best we can. In fact, we are getting over to the TL side. I know where the TL spawn is. There you go. It's over here. All right, so on the TL side, as teams get themselves prepared, looks like tanks are still being spawned in. A lot of tanks driving down to the south. Looking like both transport trucks, or at least 2 transport trucks, are going to be on the southern HQ for TL. Hill 5, looks like we're going to have one transport truck going up the middle. Supply truck kind of just sitting just south of Hill 5 there on the line. But Magic, what are you seeing on your side as far as the map? I'm looking at both maps now.
Yeah, well, WTH is sending their entire team south, which is what you do on Win 7. They have a supply truck going to LeGrand to set up a garrison so they can have some squads coming in on that north side and contesting that north side, all the buildings up above Win 7.
Right, and that northern part of the map, just north of Win 7, so important to maintain that control of. If you can stop them from kind of getting that space, that's going to be huge. So I expect to see resources for both teams, kind of diverted there. That's definitely expected on our end. As far as armor, I'm looking at TL. We are going to have let's see, TL's allies. Yeah, that's going to be the light tank, the Stuart, playing down in the south. We're going to have the medium tank down south as well. And it looks like in the middle, just one recon tank and a light tank. So 2 and 2, medium tank going to be playing down south. I think that's kind of expected for this side here.
WTH has 2 recon tanks off the rip here on the south side.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. So we'll do the dual cam for the opener here. At least for now. And we'll watch the approach. Hopefully that's...
And also 2 light tanks. They are going really heavy on the armor. My bet is their strategy is to park this armor on the point in the circle.
Right.
That's 3 guys times 3 for the circle weight. And, they can't be killed by infantry.
All right. Well, let's see if that pays off for them. Again, we got the dual cams for the opening routes here. TL trucks, full speed ahead. We have a view of all 3 trucks here. Let's see if they can avoid some of these snipes. I am very sure that both of these teams are going to be attempting some snipes, so we'll see how this pays off for them. We do see the Rocketeers from TL way back, and here come the Rockets from the line. That barrage looking like it's going to be just a little bit early, but now we have Rockets from WTH going. And those are not going to hit either. So far, it looks like all trucks are alive at the moment. Ah, this barrage is hilarious to see. All right, let's get back into it, into our main cam. WTH going to be first on the point here. TL going to get people up to the wall very early. One truck making it all the way to the other side of the wall. A lot of infantry for both teams entering WN7 over to the north. Looking like a couple of infantry for WTH, but not as much as I would have expected. They're dedicating a lot of resources to the main cap here right off the rip. We're going to see the Lukes get closer to hard cap as well from WTH. As well as the Puma is here. In fact, both Lukes is, again, just going right up to the wall now. For TL, we see the medium tank and the Stuart. Is that going to be both Stuarts now? Yeah, both Stuarts for TL now down here. I think the call's been made that both of those light tanks made it down there.
Yep, and WTH is doing exactly what I said on the round start. They parked all 4 tanks right on the edge of the circle.
Yep.
They have a ton of cap weight that's basically invincible right now.
Oh, 100%.
One of them just blew up, actually. Oh, no, that was the truck.
Yeah, I think that was just the transport truck. But look at that.
Yeah. And this basically guarantees that WTH is going to take middle just because they have all this extra cap weight.
Right. And we can see the Lukes is firing into, I believe, what teams call Grandpa's house, that 2-story building where TL is trying to get set up. So they're just trying to cut off all avenues here. Obviously, WTH knows what they're doing. They know what the key points are for this map. And they're doing their best to cut them off. WTH looking very strong here for this opener.
And now, to take this back, TL is going to have to engage in the worst, most cancerous grind of their lives.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fun grind, but we are here for 86 more minutes now to see how these teams can play. If WTH can hold this mid cap, we are about to see it go 2-3 in favor of WTH. Let's get a little bit closer here. And this close quarters fighting inside this house on a hard cap is going to be insane. Crims is here. Nicolele in the building as well. We're seeing a satchel down from TL. That's going to be huge. That should go off in about 15 seconds or so. But that cap did go in favor of WTH. There's the flip there a few seconds ago. And I think as Streets goes down, Hagrid goes down. WTH pushes into this house. That satchel should blow here momentarily. Spets is going to run away as well, but TL already getting the cap pressure back. That satchel does blow. Strafing run coming in now. Let's do a very quick map check magic to see how these teams are looking after the point has flipped. TL looking like they do have garrisons all along their back line. A lot of OPs down in the south. Not a whole lot of presence in the north, though. Only 2 OPs kind of moving toward that village, so a little less than I would have expected. But what are you seeing on your end?
WTH is really committed to the north side. They've got like 6 squad leaders up there. Not a whole lot of general infantry, mostly just squad leaders.
Right.
I think most people are trying to spawn on Win 7 right now and keep TL from taking this back right off the rip.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that the focus is going to be on stopping this cap. TL are not giving this up right away. They are pushing hard to get this pack, or to get this back.
WTH's infantry are just getting wiped here, and TL have a huge amount of dudes in the point now. This is actually, you know, people talk about Win 7 being really axis-sided, but right in the beginning, when it gets taken, that's when it's most vulnerable, and TL's really taking advantage of that.
100%. And this is the thing, if TL gets control of this, a lot of WTH players are going to be stuck in this trench here just to the west of Hardcap, and it is so hard to push. This is a grind. We've seen this in countless games where teams get pushed back, they have to move forward this open field through the barbed wire, through this trench, and it is not a fun time. So if TL can pull this off and get control of Hardcap and the north here, they're going to be looking really solid, but they have to complete the cap.
Have already taken it. It's like 90% TL in my opinion right now.
Maybe. If this Stewart can make a play here, we're going to see the Stewart make a dive on the other side of Hardcap. Arty marks are going down now. City on Arty today. So we should see some shells come down here to take care of this infantry. Here comes the Stewart push, though.
Yeah.
He gets one shot into the Lukes. This Stewie's in a 1v3 right now. What a brave little Stewart.
Play by Bossman. He knows he's got to take down these OPs on the back line in the trench here, or the infantry cannot take the point. He doesn't care about dying to the tanks or to any of this.
100%. Oh, but it goes down. Not sure how many OPs he may have gotten there, but still 3 pieces of armor.
OPs now that are east of the road for WTH. They have to open this or cross this open field now to get to the point, which is really, really rough.
Yeah, 100%. It is rough, but it looks like with the armor here, they might be able to do it. Smoke going down now as well.
Yeah, the 2 Luxes are winning this right now for WTH.
100%. That's such strong cap weight.
And the medium tank. I didn't see the medium there.
Yeah, 3 pieces of armor here right up on the wall. One goes down, though. That satchel kills one of the Lukes. That satchel, I think, was placed on the other side of the wall. We're going to pan around while that's happening. Really quickly, just fly around the north, see what the situation is like there. It looks pretty scattered. Most of the fighting being centered down south. We're seeing people all the way up to Chapel. A couple of TL SLs up in WN4, but not a whole lot after that. Again, most of that fighting going to be centered around the mid-cap right now. TL are fighting hard for this.
I'm watching Wendigo on WTH make a really great play right now. He is in the 3-story. He just wiped their OP and got killed by Widow.
Yeah, we're seeing that here.
OP. But still, if he could have got Widow there, that would have really put some pressure on TL because they would not have had a spawn at the 3-story here.
Oh, 100%. This is such an important building to hold just because of the sightlines, the positioning. It's really great. But the fact that people are getting through is good for WTH. It's good news. Even though TL are kind of starting to take this cap back now, we're seeing the medium here parked in the middle of the road. We'll see if they are exposed. Not a whole lot of AT from TL. I would love to see a bit more AT on this hard cap, given the number of tanks that were here. Looks like another Lukes did go down, though, so it is just going to be this medium tank holding. Infantry from WTH getting to the wall once again, getting inside the building in hard cap, too. Looks like this medium tank for TL is still up. That's going to be Grecker, Jack, and Kalido. And WTH are just going to be zerging across the field right now. Already City doing a good job clearing out infantry, though, that are spawning just northwest of the point. There should be a lot more people running down this road. We'll see if he can manage to get a couple more kills here. We'll see. He's going to be... Looks like he's going to be alternating back and forth between that middle trench and then that north road. So we'll see how that goes for them. A good push from TL, but WTH managing to hold for now.
It's crazy, these hordes of WTH players that are just running across the field to get in the point here.
Oh, 100%. Just the zerg that we're seeing. People just charging up to the wall. And most of them are making it. We're seeing a couple people drop down. Is Samea's name Samea Anthony? That's actually hilarious. That's great. So yeah, WTH just going to be grinding here for the next 90 minutes, and whatever that rocket snipe was, we just saw a rocket hit directly where this OP was. So people are spawning on this OP. It's not just Artie. TL are bringing out the rocket snipes for this. Now this is important. That P4 is getting repaired right now. So that tank has been up since opener. TL still taking the cat back at the moment. But here's the thing. The heavy tank should be in place soon, so we'll be waiting for that. And that should make a difference here. I'd love to know where these teams take them as soon as they're able to. But TL looking good in hard cap right now, clearing out the infantry. As far as infantry kills, I think TL has the edge so far. But WTH, again, just that grind of pushing back is helping him so far.
Already has a 76. It's not quite on the point, but it's definitely there. Wicks, Gorilla, and Dabs are in that one.
Yeah, and I am seeing actually the Tiger is up as well. That's just west of the hard cap here. So these heavy tanks are already in play, and I expect to see some engagements here soon. Almost 50% cap progress for TL, though. That rocket almost hit that medium tank.
As a tanker, this is one of my favorite points to tank on. If your infantry are playing well,
right.
It's a really fun tank map. A lot of, fast peaks and good positioning at play.
Oh, this is a WTH bombing that we're seeing. Let's see what that is doing. Not a whole lot of garrisons here at the moment, but we are seeing TL drop an airhead right behind the point, just east of it, on their side of the wall. I think we're seeing Lazy Pablo just fall through the map right now. But an airhead coming in, so TL looking confident that they can get this cap, so that should drop down in the next few seconds. We should see this flip to 3-2 here in a moment.
WTH Tiger just pushed in as well to trying to get into the point to stop this cap.
Yep. Both Tigers, or both the Tiger and the P4 now, right on the wall. That cap, wait, what is happening? Okay, that was weird. Oh, and WTH are defending now.
Yeah, they got a huge spawn off in this trench, which just got wiped. There's a garrison
Oh,
here.
that artillery. Yeah, that garrison, if there is a mark there, I'm not sure. It looks like there is a mark there. So City should be hitting that momentarily. Rocket from Cost hits that as well. Double rockets coming in. Did that take down the Gary?
Yeah, I think the second rocket hit it. The first one was whiffed.
I think with that Gary going down, that should seal the deal here for the cap for TL.
Yep.
Flares coming in now as well. That 76 is pushing forward now from the east from TL as well.
This WTH Tiger should start backing up right now. His whole team's dead. He's at the very front.
A 100%.
Losing mid and then losing your Tiger is going to be rough at the same time.
Yeah. Here come the rockets now. Yeah, if that 76 gets an angle, yeah, that could be bad news for WTH.
Yeah, he's pushing up right now, because he knows.
Yeah, I think the call has definitely been made that both pieces of armor are pushed up right now. But WTH not going to give this up. The infantry still holding W, still trying to get to the hard cap now. And if the Artie or Satchels can take care of this, that's going to be huge. That P4 just went down. I think that was Ken with the rocket. It cost him his life. But one infantry for a P4, a worthy trade. And now both teams just have players up to the wall. That's 3-2 now in favor of TL. What a great recap.
Ooh, and the 76 just pushed up too fast and got drilled in the front by this AT gun. AT gun ricocheted the second shot.
Ooh.
It's unfortunate for them.
Where is that AT gun? Do we know where that is? Oh, I think I see it over here.
Right in the middle of the road.
Yep, we see it over here. That's going to be Lenny and 9-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So, yeah, Lenny and 9-year-old on the AT gun for now.
That's unfortunate. I think they should have killed the 76 by now, but Mage is over here. Oh, he just died.
Yeah.
He was repairing the tank, though, saving him, and then they get the shot on the AT gun.
Yeah, that AT gun is down for now. That 76 going to need reps, though. And TL contesting fourth. 3 pieces of infantry capping fourth is probably not going to get finished. But just 2 infantry players now. Yeah, it looks like there are WTH players. Let's do a quick flyby now of the map and see how these teams are doing. Really scattered infantry here. There is an OP down now. If Captain Benfield can wipe this, that's going to be huge. That OP does get wiped, so they know Benfield is here. It's going to be Broseph Stalin. He goes down. Data's got to get the trade here. He's going to miss the shots, but will get the trade. And look at the spawn from WTH now on the Grand Creek. This is at least 10 people, 12 people that have gotten called back. That is an overreaction if I've ever seen one. That is way too many players for 2 pieces or for 2 infantry there.
Yeah, I don't think it matters a whole lot right now, though. They lost mid. They lost all this ground in mid.
Right.
So they're not going to lose ground from overcommitting right now. they still have kind of where they're going to have no matter what, which is this west side of the road.
Yeah, and in fact, let's take a look at the map, see how these spawns are looking here for just a moment. TL, no presence in the north, even though it's just a couple of infantry. They did just get a garrison up at Hill 5, so they can start to push from there. They have supplies in the E column near the Grand Creek and more coming in, but they're not yet set up for a push. Not even close yet.
Yeah, and this is just going to be a grind for either team for WTH to get back on win 7 or for TL to get on LeGrand. I think it's going to be a grind.
Right. No, I agree. I think it's going to be a while before we see a 4th point. Good move, though, from TL. Just got a couple of infantry out there. If you can get people off of the midpoint, that'll be beneficial to you. Let's see if they can continue to hold this ground now, though. It looks like the midpoint or the hard cap for WN7 looking pretty safe for now. Not a whole lot of infantry contesting, and the fight is shifting a bit more to the north. So let's take a look here. We are seeing flares come out now. The medium tank here, the 75, going to be pushing here with Ken. MGs, we have Rudy Rocket here, planted on the roof of this little, I don't even know what that is. But he's set up here on the MG, looking toward WN7. And this tank's going to make a dive now. Oscar, commanding for WTH, going to be under fire now from that tank. And way back here, we have Harry all by his lonesome. Here comes the big spawn. Okay. So, yeah, I think this is, it was a very, very nice opener for both teams. WTH with the first cap, TL with a very good recap. And now I think, Magic, you're right, that this is kind of where the grind is going to be. So, we'll see if these teams can pull it off. WTH going to have to make the move here. They have the burden of recapping now. 76 on WN7, going to be starting to shell the infantry coming in the south here. And it looks like this AT gun is back in operation, by the way, south of WN7. So if they can get a couple shots off.
Yeah, they never killed the person, or the gun. They just killed the people.
Yeah,
it did just get one shot into Dabs and Gorilla's tank.
Okay.
They were first behind the wall. They're repairing now.
Yeah, we can see them back here. All right. Well, it is going to be, once again, a grind from here. TL starting to move their infantry up north. They are starting to get these garrisons up and try to start taking control of this. WTH are really going to have to make sure that doesn't happen. But, of course, the tough part is you got to make sure you're pushing the south still. You got to push front doors. So, the diversion of resources and how you use them is going to be really important here for both of these teams. I do like that WTH just has a Puma up here. It's a three-person crew here for the Puma. So hopefully you're going to help them deal with the infantry up here. And it looks like they're doing a good job getting a couple of kills. So 20 minutes into the match now. Really quickly want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us for this match today. TL versus WTH on Utah Beach. We are getting our first chat reactions for Leroy in his Baldur's Gate escapades. That is tragic. No. But anyway, WTH looking like they do have a nice line going on this road here in the E column here, this main road. TL looking like they have a couple of SLs in the north. And this is really where we're going to start to see some of the close quarters fighting here. We're going to see So Lucky take down Dr. Ty. Crimson Bros of Stalin are both nearby, though. So Lucky going to take some shots towards Swarm here. No one going to hit their shots. Swarm finally gets the frag. Bird on the machine gun. Gonna take down Crims. I don't even know who that is, but that's great. And I think these hedge lines are where we're gonna start to see some more of the fighting here. This is interesting though. WTH are making some progress pushing east here in this northern side, almost like toward Hill 5. Just a couple of infantry. But if they can continue to get closer, they could get in TL's backline. Could be dangerous.
That's the only way they're going to take this back, is they gotta grind up front on this road the entire game, and then the rest of their squads need to swing down like a hinge onto the east-west road.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, getting that control of the north and then moving down. It's gonna be. They're
gonna have to take the three-story house and start pushing in from the north. Once they encircle TL, that will give them a chance. But it's gonna take them 30-40 minutes to build that up.
Yeah, no, that grind definitely takes some time. But WTH looking like they have a strong presence in the north once again. And in fact, there's almost no TL infantry in this town. So they're doing a good job of holding that off. and we'll see if they can continue to slowly just start to take that ground. RD Marks coming down here in the south, though, and it looks like some of the TL infantry are starting to push east or push west from here. Tanks are still shelling. It looks like a new AT gun has been built to replace the old one. The crew did just get killed off, but WTH are not giving up on this effort to take down those tanks on WN7. In fact, looking at the Tiger that we have here, this is just northwest of WN7. It looks like they're trying to get eyes on it 76. I don't think they have it just yet. They shouldn't have line of sight anyway. There is a 76 watching this main road. This is going to be Wix, Gorilla, and Dabs. And the infantry trying to cross.
You should come check out east of Win 7 right now. There is a 76 that is sitting on top of 4 repair stations.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah,
Hello?
it's perched on top so they can see over this hedge. This is a really cool play by Mr. Do.
Yeah, this is Mr. Do, Bossman, and Atrocity. This is incredible.
And even if they get hit, there's 4 repair stations right there. What's it going to do?
That's incredible.
And they can't be shot because this hedge is impenetrable. It can only be hit by Artie.
Wow, that's what? That's actually incredible. Well, let's see how long this tank stays alive. I imagine the POV has got to be great. I mean, you're elevated, you have protection, you got rep stations. What a Chad! Like that's just a power play. That's what that is. That's incredible. So WTH still gonna be grinding here on this main point. We have Fruntan Starlord down here. Let's see who else we have here. Up in the north, we do have, looks like Heidi, Oscar, Lazy Pablo. And I feel like as WTH holds this town, these are going to be pretty long-range firefights, or longer distance, unless teams want to cross this open field. You can essentially watch the same hedge lines for most of the game, and if you can come out on top of those firefights, you'll probably be okay. Let's try to see what's going on a little bit further north here. We're seeing TT launch a rocket over at Recox. Harbinger in the vicinity as well, looking for TT. And move back down toward the town and see what's happening here. Yeah, it looks like TL don't seem to be making too much progress here toward this town. They do have the Stewart parked here. Not quite out in the open. I mean, they are out in the open, but they at least have some cover here. And this is just going to be a solo Stewart. Looking to just keep WTH's infantry away from theirs.
And Bubblebeard and Frontan just made it into this trench here past the barbed wire. That's a good push for them. Bubblebeard died before he could get his OP set up, but I think Frontan might get an OP down.
Yeah, no, he might be able to. They are smoked off here. Already kind of hitting a little bit north of them at the moment, so they have an opportunity to maybe make some progress here. Zoda drops 1. Zoda drops 2 here. That tank's still going to be shelling that road. Satchel, was that a satchel that just went out? I think that took out pretty much everyone that was there. And this infantry just going to be grinding here. They have an hour to go still. Rockets already still going to be shelling that trench. That is a lot of explosions. Nades are going to be coming out, though. Nicolele going to try to get some kills. WTH already taking out some of the TL players that are here along this fence. And that's going to allow infantry to move up a little bit. And is that Ginger Scotsman on already for WTH?
I would assume so. That's the squad I'm in, so.
Yeah, well, we'll find out in just a moment here.
No, it's Chucky on Artie.
Okay, so Chucky doing a good job of clearing out some of the infantry to allow WTH to try to push up. But here's the thing, City's doing the exact same thing. As we move up the road here, looks like Oscar's going to try to make a play here. And move toward Ken. We'll see. Ken should hear him here. Ken's going to drop 1. Oscar should hear the shot now. Ken's ready for it. And he's just going to shoot through the hedge. Oscar getting 1 frag. Duba getting near the 76 now. Just a support player, though. But Duba might be able to wipe the OP. The OP does get wiped. Pop-Tart and Swarm got to get these frags. Pop-Tart going to be watching the gap. Swarm listening. Oh, Swarm's going to turn around. Let's see if Duba will peek him. These players are so close. Duba coming out on top. Gets traded by the tank. Swarm goes down. And WTH actually making progress, pushing east here. Let's do do a map check really quickly here, Magic. See how these teams are doing. TL looking like they do have a garrison way up north. In fact, even just like northwest of WN4. It's going to be Scooty Dirt making his way across the map. A couple of OPs in the northern part of the town. Still a big gap in the middle, though, but these two tanks are trying to hold that off. Flares are going down, so they know there's infantry in the area. What are you seeing on WTH's side?
Basically, a really strong line of infantry all throughout the E column. Actually, looks like some guys are pushing the 3-story now, but yeah, they're not going to... I don't think they're going to take it. But yeah, WTH are kind of starting to surround Win 7, and that's what you want to see from them if they're going to take this back, is just holding up in this E column while, you know, starting to push guys south towards Win 7.
Oh, 100%. It looks like Leroy is defending. He does drop Zoda here. Leroy near the 3-story house. Can we get a shot for Leroy, Cam? Let's see how he does here. It looks like not a whole lot of players. They did actually manage to clear most of this out here. We'll see if Leroy will decide to just hold his position. Or, yeah, no, he's gonna move away and get past this fence here. So, Leroy, though, with 1 kill on Zoda, gonna defend this house. There are more spawns coming from WTH players. And this is gonna be a big fight here. These teams, this is such a vital position. Let's go back to Leroy and see how he's doing here. Looks like
he knocks 1, 2.
Yep, it's gonna be Leroy versus a 9-year-old now.
Oh, man. We've seen that one before, haven't we, Anthony?
I think we have. Let's see who comes out on top.
Ended up in tears, but now he gets revenge.
Revenge! 9-year-old getting the frag on Leroy. And that's going to be huge. WTH clearing out a lot of this infantry here. Bloody 9 still in the building. Data sniping out of the building as well. And Harbinger might be able to get the frag. Oh, but they trade. WTH dedicating a whole squad here. This is a huge push. Or an important push, I should say. And Rudy Rocket coming up. He may be able to actually drop a satchel on the house, but it doesn't matter. He gets dropped before he can make it there. And a lot of TL players spawning now. Down in WN7, though, Bubblebeard and Heidi are actually moving into the trench here. Heidi's just crouching in the smoke. We're seeing a precision strike getting called in now. Let's see if that manages to hit his target. It doesn't quite hit it. Doesn't damage the 76 on the point. And I think Heidi is breaking through here in the south. That's going to be Heidi, Nicolele, and Bubblebeard. If they don't get Artie, they might be able to make something happen. Heidi SLing here. He's going to start pushing through the smoke now. He's moving very slowly. Coltrane, though, suppressing him with the MG. Artie's shelling just outside Coltrane's building. And it looks like for now, WTH are getting more than 1 squad in. Let's see if they can get a satchel down on this wall. They may be able to do it if he has one equipped. I don't know if he does, though. Rockets going down into the trench. Alex has actually made it through. Is he going to get a satchel down on this building? He's in the smoke. He is going to get a satchel down. No one in there just yet. But Devonko, Spets, and OG Panda are nearby. And Artie. Heidi is the only one who has not died in this trench. There have been like 8 teammates who have died around him, and he has managed to stay alive this entire time. Heidi, the lone person here on the Heidi cam. Nicolele nearby as well. And he's just going to guard the OP. His teammates are spawning in behind him now. Explosions going off. His teammates get rocketed behind him now as well. Nicolele gets shelled. I don't understand how Heidi has not died here. He's going to get up now. Now he's going to stand up. Artie somehow is not hitting this man. He gets the kill on Brutish. And now his entire squad is here. That's a huge push from WTH.
Yeah, and Tio are pretty light on Win 7 right now in terms of infantry.
Yeah, and we'll zoom out here on our camera here and get a kind of a bird's eye view. The Tiger tank is pushed up to the west now. So that's going to be huge.
It's always a bad sign when you see your supply drop going down on the point and the point's already going down.
Yeah, that is not a good sign. And WTH infantry now swarming the point. They're taking hard cap.
There's a WTH bombing run about to hit right now. There's going to be no TL infantry left.
Yeah, and that already cleared most of them out anyway. I think we are going to see the flip here.
These are just 3 TKs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
TL also with the bombing run, though.
Yeah, here comes the TL bombing run now. That's going to go, it looks like, northwest of the point here. Let's watch that. The double bombing run being called in. The point is contested.
If WTH aimed that bombing run at an angle over the north trench system,
right,
they would have taken mid right there.
Yeah, that was so close. But look at the Zergs coming in. TL, huge spawns. A lot of WTH players in the building, though. TL need to clear this out. This is the time where you bring in the satchels. And, you know, we saw that... Go ahead.
Sorry, those 3 guys that got TK'd by the bombing run, too, they were very close to having eyes on TL's garrison.
Ah, yeah, and that would have been huge. If to not take it down, at least the information. That is, yeah, a great attempt from WTH. It's not over yet. There's still a lot of infantry here.
Yeah,
There's still very much an
very
opportunity.
Contested.
And with both teams having
so far,
heavy.
though, Anthony.
Oh, 100%. This is amazing. So, yeah, we need to see what these heavy tanks are doing. The Tigers on the west side. We have the 76 on the east. We'll see who has line of sight. I don't think either team really has line of sight. That 76 is smoked out anyway. So they're just going to be kind of shelling for the time being. Artie is hitting that tank. And there is a garrison there. So that Artie really is hitting the garrison. It's going to be tough for anybody spawning there. They're going to have to rely on their OPs. Yeah, that Artie is locked in. It's dialed into that Gary. So TL Artie on point. Or WTH Artie, I should say. Looking at our maps really quickly, we are seeing another recon tank. Another 76 from TL coming in the north. I think that 76 is probably going to make a play on that Tiger. At least attempt to, anyway. It's a pretty long distance, but they can get line of sight. That'll be huge for TL. And it looks like... Is this 2 Tigers here? Yeah, there are 2 Tigers here on this road for WTH. Bayram with an MG set up here as well.
And both teams have mostly given up the north just to kind of zerd in on the point right now.
Yeah, let's do a quick map check, just a couple seconds here, just to show the sponsor both teams. I'm seeing 2 OPs for TL in that village, and that's it. A couple more to the west or to the east, and that's about it.
Yeah, most of WTH is in E and F, 7 and 8, in these 4 squares around 1-7.
Yeah, it looks like most of the team is definitely dedicated to that southern push. Oh, but City just farming on the artillery. We have Bubblebeard on MG. Should catch infantry that's crossing the road here, and they can't even see what's happening. Everyone is smoked off, but they're just going to lay down fire.
WTH has 3 Tigers on this road. Where
is it 3 now? Oh, wow, yeah. There's the third.
There's 176 in the back for TL on the repair stations, and I think there's a second one that's on the point.
Yeah, and then there's a third one, though, just north of that, kind of like near those hedges. So that's where the third Tiger is. You can see, I think that's Kalito getting out there to, or Lazier Grecker. So just north of the point, that is where the third Tiger is.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, so both teams with 3 heavies in play. We'll show them all really quickly. We'll do a quick flyby. We have 176. We have 2 76s. And then the third one right over here. Oh, but Watson is here. He's got a satchel on the tank. They don't know. All 3, Grecker, Jack, and Kalito, their tank is satcheled. No one is aware. Pop-Tart spawns.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't know. Kalito's making the call that there's someone behind the tank, but they don't know they're already satcheled. That's a huge play.
Oh, he gets out.
Oh, here it is. He's looking for infantry, though. He doesn't know the satchel is there. I think enough time has already passed. Watson with a free tank kill.
Yep.
And that tank crew just being oblivious. It cost them their life.
Not necessarily free. He made a great play there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, an absolutely great play. That is absolutely people not checking their surroundings, and that's going to be a big loss for TL. Oh, wow. But WTH, once again, making the push. Look at the amount of smoke on WN7 right now. It's a lot. City, though, already, I'm seeing 4 to 5 people per kill here. It is absolutely huge numbers. We're going to have to see what numbers these RD players are putting up here. But that is massive. So, we're seeing 1, 2, 3 Tigers here for WTH. There's the 1. Here's number 2 and number 3. WTH still going to be just grinding toward the point. Lots of smoke still down. And it looks like this northern part of Hardcap is going to be where the majority of the infantry is coming from, just where that wall is.
Right now, City's got about 100 more combat scored than the WTH already, so it seems like both of them are just farming.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We are seeing, oh, this is interesting. Let's look at our map once again. TL with a backline garrison in C8 near St. Marie Approach. They have just a couple of SLs moving out of there, a couple of infantry in the area. So if that goes undetected, that could be huge. That's going to be right over here by Twist. In fact, just west of Twist. Looks like this garrison is somewhere around here. So, but WTH on hard cap right now. Even though TL have a couple of players in the Grand, it's not anything that is urgent, it looks like. So the big fight here is still going to be WN7. Looks like TL have a garrison here just outside hard cap, a couple of OPs. And already still showing both times, as we've seen for most of this game so far. Let's take a look at Grandpa's house. As it looks like it's going to be Data, Inferno, and Leroy once again. 9-year-old is still here in the area.
Right now, Legrand is 3v2 in favor of TL.
Okay, so that
now
is
3v1.
Okay.
If WTH doesn't get some spawns back here, it could get, pretty high end.
Yeah, and we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players from TL now in the area. It looks like 2 OPs, so at least 2 SLs.
Yeah,
this could
it's only
be something
Benfield
big.
who just got wiped.
This is interesting. Okay, well, let's see what the spawn looks like for WTH. Are there any garrisons in the area?
There's one garrison. It just got locked out. Streets is taking it down now. I think WTH is cooked here.
Oh, wow. Okay, and now we're seeing more spawns come in. This sneaky backline garrison near St. Marie Approach could be paying off. SLs have their OPs down. Their entire squads are spawning, and they're more than 50% of the way through this cap.
I was thinking it earlier when I mentioned that both teams had pretty much abandoned the north. I was thinking, man, if TL takes a couple of squad leaders and just runs them in past Chapel,
right,
Legrand, they could easily get a bunch of spawns here with only a couple of WTH defenders, and that's exactly what they did.
100%. And now we're seeing people fall back from WTH. Supplies are down already on a hard cap. Some more supplies being called into the west. If TL gets this cap, there should be garrisons that go up instantly, and they're so close. What started off with just 2 SLs has turned into a full-on cap for TL. This is massive for them.
A really good play by TL. That kind of seals the deal for me.
Oh, but they're defending.
Who wins this game?
TL needs to hold on to this, though. WTH are contesting the point. They're just ticks away from it. Now they're defending. Look at the Zerg spawn in the north. Oh, this is half their team. This is at least 15 people. But it's not going to be enough because TL... Oh, no, it's contested again. They can't finish the
guy died
cap.
in the middle of the point. I think a tank got a crazy shot.
Oh, and TL are defending.
Now it's defending.
This is huge.
This Tiger is just launching HEs into the point from across the map.
Oh.
He got a miraculous kill that saved it at 99%. That was wild.
It was one tick away. WTH
and now
defending.
they see that there's only 4 guys on the point now.
Yeah. And TL need to take advantage of this. They need to start taking ground down in the south, even if they're not going to commit to the cap. And it looks like WTH, they should defend here. But wow, what a play. Both of these teams, a great sneaky play from TL. WTH responding at the very last second, literally. And now this Tiger tank is coming back in. This should clear out most of the infantry. That's absolutely huge. Widow last alive on the point. Let's see how they do.
I don't know if I've ever seen any cap that close before.
No, one tick away. That's incredible. And it looks like WN7 completely clear from anyone in WTH. There, it looks like there's one OP here outside Grandpa's house. So you have Real Steel, Harbinger.
Yeah, and WTH have lost pretty much their entire front line to save that point.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now they have time to start taking ground back, but that was incredible from both of these teams.
If TL push up down to the main road that goes down the middle of the map,
right,
and get on the west side of that road, WTH are gonna have a very hard time taking Win 7.
Oh, absolutely. And they are at the road now. If they start to take some of these houses, they could accomplish that. 2 Tigers now down in the south. And look at the amount of TL players down in the south, too. That garrison is still up, although it is locked out. And both of the WTH tanks are here near St. Marie Approach. And they are hunting just for infantry, it looks like, or for the Gary. I'm not sure if WTH knows where those spawns came from. They must be now. They're moving down south. But what a callback, I mean, for essentially the entire team to have to fall back to 4th.
Yeah, that really saved the match for them. It was over if they had lost LeGrand.
Oh, 100%. I don't think WTH comes back from that. Braz here with the rocket onto the Tiger now. Let's see if he can get a second. Is that Tiger going to be able to turn? Is Braz going to get a freak? Oh, he doesn't get the kill. Gets 2 rockets into it, though. Honey Badger does get the frag, or his teammate may have gotten the frag. We'll pan out here. I forget that the damage tanks, for whatever reason, just tank frames. But wow, I mean, what a shift in the map. Let's take a look at the map now after that whole event and see how these teams are doing here. Looks like TL... I would love to see more garrisons closer to the front line. It looks like they're starting to take that ground. Supplies getting called in map edge in the south. Garrison is locked out here in the town. It looks like it's okay now. As far as WTH, what did this reset do to them?
They're basically, instead of having control over the entire E line, now they have control over the D line. Okay. They got pushed back 200 meters, basically. And now they got to grind across all this stuff to get that area back before they can even think about win set.
Right. Yeah, no, 100%. It's a lot of ground that needs to be regained here for WTH. They have been essentially pushed out of the city. There's a couple of scattered infantry. But I did see WTH does have a garrison up in the north, so they at least have an opportunity here to start getting that push going. So let's see how these players do. We're going to take a look at some infantry here. We're going to have Streets here. He's going to drop 1, drop 2 very quickly out in the open. Heiser's here as well. Crims is going to be not looking, but it doesn't matter. Seeley's looking. He gets the 3rd kill. And Bayram is actually just perched on this building here with an MG. And should have given his position away now. He is starting to lay down some fire. Not sure if Streets or Seeley know.
That cap gave TL so much room to reposition themselves. Now they're all set up along these hedges and buildings, and they have to... All they have to do is look west and kill these WTH players running across the open fields. There's no place where WTH can get to the road without having to cross an open field.
Right. I mean, we're panning through the map right now, flying through, and yeah, it is a lot of nothing here to fight over.
And before it was the reverse. WTH were set up in all these buildings, and the TL guys are running through the open fields getting smoked.
Yeah, no. Oh, how the turntables. TL doing a great job capitalizing on their attempt to cap 4th, and now they have just this fantastic positioning. They still have players down in the south. They're pushed very far deep west here in the south in D8, and if they can just hold WTH there, that's huge. There's a lot of time happening, or a lot of time left. A lot of things can happen. But TL looking really solid right now. They just need to not give up this position. And WTH have time to play around. They have time to try a lot of different things. It looks like they do still have that garrison in the north, and if they can start to creep down south, maybe they have an opportunity. All right, so let's get back down into it. Let's see some of this close quarters fighting, because this is going to be pretty brutal to take this ground back. It looks like Widow drops another kill here. Matsidi sniping just outside the barn. Widow's going to get dropped, though, from behind. That's Alex. Pop-Tart is not looking, though. Alex could have an opportunity here for another kill. Let's see if he manages to get it. Looks like Pop-Tart did go down. Matsidi gets another kill. Lazy H and Broseph Stalin still in the immediate area. Looks like there are a couple of OPs here. Swarm, Crims, Ken, all spawning. Alex gets dropped. Artie Mark's now coming down for City. And this Tiger did just get spotted. That's Gino who just went down, but the information should be there. And so if TL can get some AT or get their tanks moving, it could be an opportunity. But speaking of which, I'm actually not seeing a lot of the TL tanks. I see one down in the south in WN7. Looks like, do they have the one? They do not have the one at the rep station. So I'm actually don't know. Oh, here they are. Looks like 276 just got called in from spawn. So... So we are past the halfway mark for this match now. We've seen some crazy plays from both of these teams. We're going to watch Alex wipe an OP here. Devako gets dropped as well. That's the Recon SL OP that just went down. Comes Widow once again, and it's just going to be this grind now. You know, the fact that these teams have to grind hasn't changed. The question is just where, and that grind has shifted west here. Alex going to drop 1, and Alex going to drop 2 now as OG Panda goes down.
Yeah, and I just think the grind favors TL much more now.
Oh, absolutely. The positioning that they have, and while the line, quote unquote, may shift, within this town, but as long as TL doesn't absolutely just lose the entire town, they're still looking pretty solid here.
Yeah, I mean, WTH is definitely starting to clear it out a bit. I think they're doing a good job of that.
Yeah, Matsidi
have lost most of the north side. The south side still certainly TL.
Oh, definitely. Although a lot of these garrisons are in danger. It looks like TL, I don't want to say they're turtling, but they are certainly losing their fights here in the north. That garrison nearby looks like is about to get destroyed. Duba should hear it here, yeah. And that's going to be the northernmost garrison for TL. Duba does get dropped, actually, though. Bloody 9 saves the Gary. They know it's there, though. So lucky. And Jape. Let's see if they can save it here. Or if they can take this down. It's going to be up to Lazy and Bloody to save it. We're seeing nades come out from Bloody as well. Lazy's making the charge. Should see So Lucky here. He is prone. Is he going to get it, though? I don't think they have eyes. The garrison goes down. So Lucky with a big play. He gets dropped, though. But his job is done. TL is managing to push out a bit east. It looks like they're trying to get up to the Tiger now. Where is the other Tiger? It looks like both Tigers are here in the area. Artie Mark's coming down. Is that a garrison here? Or is that just an OP? It looks like probably just an OP. I think we might see a Dorbian drop here in a moment, unless he manages to get past the Artie. Oh, and this is sneaky once again. Let's fly up to northwest of LeGrand Creek, over in the C4 column. There are 3 SLs here and a garrison here up in the north. So TL looking like, once again, going to go for the sneaky plays. There's not a WTH player in sight here. So if they can manage to get back down south and get their OPs down, this could be a big opportunity for them. So we'll keep an eye on that here. But TL, once again, going for the sneaky plays. I feel like this is something we don't see as often from TL. You know, I can't remember the last time I've seen TL in a seasonal game capture 4th. I might be wrong on that. But if they can manage to do so, that'll be huge. I think that will seal the deal for this game. But WTH pushes on nonetheless, as flares are coming out now in the south. Tiger still facing, looks like they're looking for the 76 over in WN7. And they are going to be facing 2 76s. As WN7 starts to flash and starts to go the way of WTH. Let's see who's actually on the point here. It's no one in hard cap. It seems to be just soft cap pressure. It's going to be like the most southern part of the city. The fact that WTH have players there, that's what's bringing all this cap weight.
I don't know what it's doing, but WTH has a Panzer IV basically next to the TL artillery right now. It's in their spawn.
What? Okay, let's... What?
I'm not really sure what it's doing. I'm guessing it's trying to, I don't know, get behind and maybe shoot some tanks in the back or something. It just
okay.
Weird.
That is interesting. Well, that is something. That is something that teams can do if they so choose. But WTH, though, do have some infantry kind of in the back line. Looks like Braz is trying to hold some of them off. Captain Benfield and Braz should find each other here momentarily. Braz is going to get cut out in the open here, though. Benfield misses the shots. Oh, finally does get the kill. Frunton is at Grandpa's house right now. Going to be clearing the house here, and it looks like there's no one there to clear. And TL looking like they're going to hold for now for defense. Looking just at my map, I can see that there's still a couple of SLs over at LeGrand Creek, so not enough to start to get that cap pressure. But if we look at the town here, WTH have control of the town once again. So TL looks like they did get almost fully wiped. And it's definitely time to start resetting, start fighting for that that ground again, because WTH are doing their best to swarm it, and they are taking some of this back.
I'm pretty sure Broseph is taking down the garrison on the Grand right now. He just wiped Mevins and Oscar off of it, and here's another Teal attempt at Legrand.
Yeah, no, 100%. They're contesting right now. Looks like just 3 players in sector at the moment, but with no Garrison there, it's going to have to get dealt with. I think WTH got to be really careful here on what they commit to. They might commit to WN7, and it looks like they are doing so as a lot of people are holding W. And one team is going to have to break here. One team's going to have to call off their push to defend. Looks like it's probably going to be TL. But both points are going toward the other team with so few players over on LeGrand Creek. The TL are still making it happen. WTH not going to give up, though, on WN7. Zoda just going to push through the open field. We'll see if he can make it. TL need to punish players for this. Looks like Zoda does go down. You cannot let the other team get away with pushing an open field toward your hard cap.
Oh, and Doodlebugs just came in here, killed Broseph and Treats on his own. I saw this dude on AIM Lab this morning before the match. I knew this was going to happen. I called it out. Good job, Doodlebug.
Good job, Doodlebugs. I just saw Bascara drop 3 kills, though, at Grandpa's house. WTH all of a sudden fragging out here, and they are going to get control of this building. TL still contesting. This is very dangerous. This is such a dangerous game right now for both teams.
And we had WTH 9-year-old make a good call in chat here. He said, we need to defend Legrand so they don't reset from the current line. That was a good call by 9-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who 9-year-old is, but he very clearly has some type of hell let loose giga brain.
Oh, 100%. That is an experienced player if I've ever seen one. And it looks like TL are starting to stabilize a little bit. But here's the thing. WTH are getting really good control of the north. And I think they may be able to continue to take some ground here. So, with 37 minutes left in the game, this is still anyone's game. Any mistake here could be so costly for these teams. We're seeing these super long-distance tank fights. We'll back up here. This 76 is fighting a Tiger from, I mean, who knows how long away. It's got to be hundreds and hundreds of meters away. All right, so over in the south once again, let's check out WN7 as WTH are still. This point has been contested for several minutes now. Neither team giving up on this. WTH still taking ground. Tiger is starting to push the point now. TL have a garrison here. OG Panda playing as AT here. Not sure if he's going to be able to get a shot off. He's probably going to have to get behind. But Samaya should be able to stop him here.
WTH has put a good wedge into TL's line right now. They've taken the 3-story house. Heidi is in this north trench.
Right.
If he can kill Crims, he can walk right into the backside of the point, which he just did.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, WTH has taken back the center road. So I think they have a good shot at taking this here. This is a great push. It's all going to kind of depend on Heidi's backdoor play right here.
Well, let's take a look at Heidi's backdoor.
Behind?
Yeah, no, let's zoom in on Heidi. Let's catch that backdoor action here from the man himself. It's going to be Heidi and Real Steel. Oh, Heidi does go down. That's tragic.
He goes down, and that saved him from getting killed by Coltrane right there. Coltrane is prone in this, I think you called it Grandpa's house earlier with an MG.
Right.
He saw Heidi there. He was about to blast him. I saw it in his eyes.
Yeah, it was definitely going to happen. But here's what WTH is doing. They're driving the Tiger up to the point. TL just absolutely spawning most of their team here. We are seeing a bomb run getting called in. That's a WTH bomb run. Here it comes. That could be pretty effective. That is going to not take down the garrison, actually. TL garrison still in play. Infantry still on the hard cap.
Got a squad full of players. You got to feel bad for Coltrane there. He was inside the building and still died because some weird angle that bomb hit next to him. That was weird.
That was a tragedy. No, absolute tragedy. That Tiger is getting marked now, though. I think they should be aware that their infantry did get wiped around them. TL doing a good job holding on. I think that was looking a little scary there for a minute. It's not quite over yet. WTH again with really good control of the north. We're seeing 4 tanks now from WTH. Are these all Tigers?
You keep thinking that these TL guys are going to take it back, and then you just see like 8 dudes die to an explosion all at once.
Yeah, yeah. No, 100%. WTH with 4 Tiger tanks now. Let's see where the 76s are. We are seeing one way back in the east here. We're seeing one just south of Hardcap. We're seeing a light tank up in the north. That's Dylan in the Stewie. I think this is a 4 versus 2 as far as armor right now. So WTH looking good to take this point. They are still in the back line. Flares coming out now, though. That should help with the spotting. And I just can't believe this cap has not been completed either way. Rockets coming out now toward the Tiger. That's going to be forced to back up. 76 is heavily damaged down in the south. Doodlebuck set up on MG, laying down fire into the point. But TL still holding on for now. And WTH have 3 of their Tigers just parked on the road here.
That 76 just went down to one of the Tigers. That's huge.
Yeah, no, I think this is the time where WTH should make the call. And yeah, they're down to, what, 1 heavy? 2 heavies now. Here's the second.
I think WTH should take all these Tigers and just drive them in with some infantry.
They most certainly can do so. It looks like that 76 is still balanced on top of these repair stations. Looks like just 3 of them now, so that's going to be... Yeah, they should still have line of sight on that, but they still have one... Or WTH has 1 Tiger on the point. Infantry coming down the road toward Grandpa's house. Oh, but they're getting shelled to bits by the Stewart. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Ooh, and Shreese is behind this Tiger now as an AT. He might get a rocket off.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Streets.
Right in front of that OP.
Oh, he gets dropped. Yeah, that OP spawn saves the Tiger. Already still shelling that? Wow. Here come 2 Tigers now diving hard cap. I think this is probably the play. Here comes the 3rd Tiger. I don't know how you stop this as TL. 3 Tigers moving on to the point. You have 1 Tiger up in the north.
Oh, they stop it if WTH doesn't bring a bunch of infantry in with them, because that's going to be really hard for them to hold this.
Yeah, this is true.
With no infantry, which they all just died. It's just 3 Tigers now here at the tip of the spear.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to hold that ground. They're going to have to help their infantry get up there. And even though they
like
have
watching
here,
Company of Heroes right now. It's kind of funny.
I don't know what that is. I assume that's a strategy game.
It is. This Tiger's about to run into Mr. Deuce tank right on top of the thing. Let's see what happens here.
Yep, there's
Definitely
one shot
gets
into
drilled,
it directly in the
and
front.
he's not even close to... Maybe he can hide before this second shot gets off. I
He
don't know.
should be able to get through. Yeah, he does get
but
through.
he's gonna
Cost
get
is here.
shot.
Cost, turn around. Oh, he gets blown up.
The 76 actually missed the shot, threading the needle through the window to get the Tiger here.
No. Well, that Tiger's going to stay up, though. That's going to be hard for infantry now with that Tiger just anchored behind the point.
And it's actually because TL built these bunker walls here in front of the window.
Oh,
if those
it
bunker
blocks
walls
it.
weren't there, Mr. Do would have the Tiger kill right now.
Unfortunate. And here's what we're seeing. A Tiger just went down on a hard cap. Satchel just went down, taking down some of the WTH infantry. But there are still 2 Tigers on a hard cap right now. Rockets coming in, taking out the infantry in the trenches. Oh, and this Tiger's going to make it so hard. That just took out like 4 or 5 infantry. That garrison getting rocketed by the Tiger. That needs to be dealt with for TL. Otherwise, WTH have a good shot here.
Yeah, they just need more infantry.
Coltrane laying down MG fire into that trench. He gets 1 kill. WTH looking good here. TL, though, dedicating actually a good amount of infantry to the north, surprisingly.
Oh!
They're trying to clear this out. What are you seeing on your end?
Okay, so I just had a weird bug. I looked back at Mr. Deuce tank, and on my screen, the tank went flying off these repair stations like 1,000,000 miles an hour, and then it warped back to the repair station. It was just a hell let loose glitch. I thought the tank got yeeted.
Well, WTH nearly halfway through capping this point. Still 1 Tiger just west of the wall. The Tiger down south has not been dealt with. This is a huge problem for TL. That has to be dealt with.
It's all because they built this bunker wall here. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely stopping the 76. I mean, they're trying to shell, but they just can't hit it.
And they just killed their AT who was about to get around the
Oh,
corner.
no. Hagrid might be able to get
Hagrid's here
behind
though
it.
now, yeah.
If he has a satchel, he does have a satchel. The satchel's coming down. Do they have enough time, though? That needs to get taken down. I don't know if TL has the time for this. I cannot believe this. WTH pulling up a 2nd Tiger to the point now. I think even with this the Satchel Tiger going down, I think WTH have this. 29 minutes left in the match now. Already still shelling. This is going to come down to the last few seconds here, but it's just armor here.
Yeah. There's one
Here comes a
squad
big
behind
spawn.
the tank.
Yeah, big spawn coming in now.
Defended.
It's getting defended. TL are defending at the last second.
Oh my god.
This is huge. Did that tiger go? Yeah, the tiger's down at the wall or at that building. 2 tigers not going to be enough. Once again, a last second hold.
Man, this has been a great match. This is one of the best matches I've seen in a long
Incredible.
time.
You can't ask for anything more. WTH not giving up. Now, Crims is moving toward the tiger. He gets dropped, though. He can't get the satchel down. Hagrid kills the 9-year-old to trade. Hagrid and Ginger Slushy now making a move. Hagrid could get towards this infantry spawning on the trench. Hagrid's using the tiger tank as cover. Oh, and I don't even know. There's just so many explosions. This is just incredible. Let's turn around here. We'll get a view of the North. TL swarming WN7 now. All over a hard cap. WTH dedicating infantry to the north. And these tigers getting surrounded by TL infantry. This trench here with the spotlight going to get pushed by Scooty Dirt here in just a moment.
Look at all these satchel guys following
There's
this
so
tiger
many.
trying to get the
Everyone's just
satchel
putting
bottom funny.
satchels. 2 satchels on the southern tiger.
What I mean.
Satchel getting called down now. This is just absolute chaos. TL are defending, though. They're holding on. A city taking care of the infantry. To the west. Scooty Dirt managed to push through. He drops Heidi. Already kills him, though. Wow, what an incredible play. This has been 10 minutes non-stop, and the cap isn't even over yet. TL are defending. They're about to have it secured for the first time in about 10 minutes. Wow.
Oh, really great defense by TL. That was ticks away from being a bad
Absolutely.
situation.
Both teams. You've seen WTL hold on to the Grand Creek, TL holding on to WN7. Just absolute masterclass for HOL.
Neither team giving up. Both, just playing really well, knowing what they need to do to take the point back and doing it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Wow, what a series of events. Let's check the maps, Magic. See how these teams are doing really quickly. TL have a garrison in the north. It's locked out, though. Hill 5 have a couple of garrisons. Yeah, that garrison just got taken down. TL are kind of turtle tier now, though. They need to start extending out from WN7. What's the situation for WTH?
Yeah, pretty much the same as it has been for a majority of the match. They're grinding out, this west and north side right now. They've got Win7 semi-encircled.
Right.
I think they're just going to have to take the next 15, 20 minutes to get some more tanks back up here, get some more, map control, and then we'll see how it goes.
Right, no, 100%. So, TL with the 3-2 lead here. 26 minutes left in the match. WTH. And now we're kind of seeing the reset from, the beginning of the match where... or I would say from the first time TL recapped this. WTH kind of pushed back to that hedge line. They have people kind of in the town to the north. TL trying to get themselves to that position. And it's going to be, I think, once again, back to a bit of a grind. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay, so let's pan around to the north or to the west here. Looks like as far as armor, WTH do have their Tiger here out to the west. They do have an AT gun that is probably going to get built here in just a moment. There it is. It just went up, so that's going to be a little bit difficult for that 76 for TL on point. Over to the north. Looking like not a whole lot of armor. Does WTH have more armor in play? I see a supply truck coming out to the north. Not a whole lot of armor from WTH right now. I'm just seeing the one Tiger.
Yeah, they lost those 2 Tigers on the point, and now they're kind of trying to get everything back to the front line.
Right. All right. So, yeah.
They have one Tiger coming back from HQ right now, and then they have a Panzer IV at LeGrand.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, a bit of a reset for WTH then. Going to have to get themselves set up for... They have time for 1 or 2 more pushes, most likely.
Yeah, I think we're going to see one more big push from WTH here to try and secure this game at the very end.
Yeah, no, I think probably in the final 10 to 15 minutes, I would say even 7 to 12 minutes, it's probably when they get another opportunity here.
And for the most part, the north side is wide open because WTH is collapsing in on the point.
Right.
You see most TL players right now are in 3-story or they're in mid or they're in between that. There's a couple of guys far north. We got Gino up here, who's probably gonna try and make a push into Legrand, get some kind of OP up back there.
Right.
But besides that, I think TL are committed to defending, WTH are committed to attacking.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think we see any more sneaky plays unless someone goes from WN4. I see TL's a Garrison. If they manage to get west from there, then maybe. But yeah, I'd imagine most of the resources will probably be dedicated to like this town to the north of WN7. So let's take a look at this fighting down near WN7 once again, as this is just going to be a grind. WTH have set themselves up in this trench here in the northern part. Devako going to be laying down some fire. Artie from WTH still showing the hard cap at the moment. Jack, Grecker, and Kalito are inside the hard cap as well. Looking like they're just kind of kiting, looking for targets. There is a Greyhound, I should say. Cosmos is soloing in a Greyhound in a trench in WN7. We're going to see an MG from WTH laying down some fire as well. Of course, infantry moving toward the hard cap, as it's nothing new here. Let's see who's in these WTH tanks, though. We're going to have a Gold Dragon. I think that's Rising Valhalla, I believe. And then Harry here in the Tiger. Over in the north, we're going to see Bite-Sized, Prime, and Honey Badger. Not sure if they see... Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of armor there for TL. So it looks like just going to be shelling infantry for now. Excuse me. And WTH once again getting infantry into hard cap for WN7.
And this is actually a pretty clever play by Cosmos in the Greyhound here. That fence is in front of him, so he's not going to get hit by rockets.
Right.
And he's buried in that little trench, so just his turret sticking out. He can MG this western push. That's a good play by him.
Yeah, this is a really powerful position. You can just shell that trench line, and we can see here. Real Steel, Star-Lord here nearby. And it looks like, yeah, they're just going to be holding here with the armor, with the Greyhounds. All right, so over at Grandpa's house, it is going to be another squad once again. It's going to be Frunten, So Lucky, and Dorby and Zota's up in the north as well. We have OG Panda MGing inside the house. Leroy just went down.
I'm watching the chat react to 30 minutes ago when WTH nearly lost Legrand. It's pretty funny. I think people are going to be so surprised to see what happens between that point and where we're at now.
Oh, it's incredible. There has not been a very dull 30-minute period that we see on so many games nowadays. And this is just two teams who know how to attack and they know when they need to defend, and that's what we're seeing.
Everyone's talking about 5-0 right now. They're going to 5-0 WTH, and they don't even know.
If you only knew, chat. Well, now you do, because you're hearing us talk about it 30 minutes later.
By the time they get here, they'll know. And I can't wait to see the reactions when WTH almost takes mid.
Well, let's watch a 9-year-old try to take down Bloody 9 here. WTH are getting the cap once again. This pressure from Grandma's house is going to be paying off, and they do have positioning here. Can we get a Leroy cam at Grandpa's house?
And just to mention real quick, that wouldn't be the first time that a 9-year-old took down Bloody 9 recently.
This is correct. Absolutely. So WTH once again getting in a hard cap now. A lot of infantry getting on the other side of the wall now. This is gonna have to be dealt with. Here comes the Zerg from the rest of them now. I think the call is being made. The Tigers are moving down south. Let's see if they try this once again. Precision strike coming in from WTH. They use it on the Greyhound. That's an interesting call. The Greyhound goes down. Lazy Pablo was close with a satchel, but...
Yeah, you don't often see that being used on a Greyhound, but like I said, that was a great position and a play by Cosmo.
Right. All right, here comes the bombing gun from WTH now. This is their push once again. Under 20 minutes left. 3 Tigers now moving down to the south. We're seeing a repeat of just a couple of minutes ago. Infantry is there now. If a Tiger wanted to push up to the wall, they could do it. If the Artie doesn't continue just hammering their infantry.
I have not seen more instances of 7 people dying to one explosion than I have in this match.
Oh, the Artie's been incredible from both teams.
You're always just oh my god, how do they stop this? And then the entire squad is dead.
Yeah, absolutely. City and Chucky just farming this game. WTH trying once again here for WN7, and it's looking strong. Infantry is getting to the other side. Cosmos and Zoda are going to be next to each other. Here comes supplies down from Cosmos. Will Zoda be able to get the frag? Cosmos runs in front of him. He goes down, though. Zoda gets the frag. Real Steel is right on the other side of the wall from Streets. Does Streets know? Streets, shoot his feet. Streets jumps over. He gets the frag. Incredible plays.
Man, I wish these tanks would push up right now. This is a critical moment for these tanks to really support these infantry. The last time the tanks pushed, the infantry weren't there, but now they have it. The tanks need to take advantage of this and dive in right now.
I think WTH, this is their best shot. Look at Doodlebugs and So Lucky, Ginger Scotsman. They're all behind TL. They're all to the east. Lobbing rockets over to the tank. WTH at 50% for this cap once again. Big spawn from TL down in the south. They need to start getting this around. They need to get to these buildings, get these satchels down, and then get AT over to these tanks, because there are now 3 Tiger tanks. 2 at the wall, third one approaching.
The Tigers are all pushing in right now. The cap progress is going up for WTH. I think they have to just go all in right here. You're going to lose otherwise. Just, you know, they have nothing to lose. Just take the chance, see what you can do with it.
100%. Here come the rocket snipes just nailing the trench. But with 3 Tigers, I don't know if this gets dealt with. I don't see... and TL, they did lose their garrison. There are no garrisons on hard cap. The closest one is east of Grandpa's house.
They still have this big wad of infantry stuck in these trenches here, though, that I feel like they could make a difference if they push in and get some kills.
I may be, and TL still losing it at the moment. Artie is shelling now. 76 on the point. I don't know. It's looking really good for WTH. Yeah, I think WTH have control of the 2-story house or the 3-story. They are in the back line as well. WTH have broken through.
And people in chat are saying there's no way WTH comes back from this, just like we were saying 30 minutes ago. And look at this. They're 1 tick away from capping, and I think they got it. There's no way.
No, I think absolutely. We're seeing it in just about a second. There it is, 3-2 in favor of WTH.
Wow.
Under 17 minutes now left to play. This is a huge match. It's gone back and forth so many times. Here's the first recap from WTH. They capped first. TL took it back. They tried to take it back so many times. And now they've finally done it. After losing, they're almost losing their 4th point. They've done it. So this is huge.
I'm probably going to get roasted for this, but the difference for me has been the tanks so far.
Right.
Just not in terms of, you know, one team's playing better than the other, but TL's tanks have been so defensive and playing behind the point and not really playing with the aggression needed to put their foot on the WTH's throat.
I agree with you. I mean, look at WTH. They put 3 Tigers on the point. They had infantry in the right positions, and that's what allowed them to take it back. So let's see what this reset has done to TL and WTH. Let's do a map check here as we open up really quickly. TL, with their OP still up, they have supplies in the red zone. No red zone Garys just yet. They don't have any Garys on Hill 5 for whatever reason. That is concerning. That needs to be addressed immediately. But just 2 garrisons for the line in this entire map right now, and they're in G7 and G8. They really need to kind of get their heads back into it and reset. As far as WTH, what are you seeing on your end?
Well, I see a majority of WTH in 1-7 right now, which is what they should be doing.
Right.
And then they have 4 or 5 squad leaders to the north, just holding that north line.
Right.
Which they also need to do because they need to just stop TL from surrounding them in the last 15 minutes. But they're basically playing the point and defending, which is exactly what they need to do.
Right. No, I agree with you 100%. At this point, you have 15 minutes left in the game. You have 3 Tigers up right now. I'm not sure what their fuel situation's like, but 3 Tigers on a hard cap right now they're looking strong. They just need to get their positioning right, and they could be able to box TL out here. Let's see if they can do it.
WTH have 340 fuel, so you know that they're spending it all, but they don't need it. They have these three Tigers right here.
Right. You can save it up maybe in the final minutes, get enough for 1 more tank to push through. And maybe they can make it happen. We're going to watch Leroy take down Samea here. He might be able to get behind Wendigo. I'm not sure if Wendigo's ready for it. Leroy going to take 2 and 3 down. Leroy with 3 frags. Wendigo's going to push behind him now, though. He's going to miss his first shot, miss his second shot. Leroy is not going to turn around. Does he know? Oh, when he finally does go down. Lazy here should get the trade. He's looking for it, and Wendigo looks like he's going to get away for now. All right, so looks like we just saw another tank go down from TL. What was that? That was, looks like another little Stewart. So Stewart did just get taken down by the Tiger. And TL, as far as their positioning right now, and they have people fighting in hard cap. You know, that's where they need to be. They have control of Grandpa's house once again. And they have the opportunity here, but they need to be able to capitalize on their positioning, need to be able to extend into the west now. And let's see if they can do it. We are seeing another tank drive down now from WTH. That's going to be 4 tanks up now for them. And they might be able to hold on to this. It's very likely at this point.
So just to check the RD scores, Chucky is at 2,200 combat score right now. City is at 2,700 combat score.
2,700 combat. Wow.
Yeah, that's insane. City's going to have like 250 kills or something.
100%. This is huge. Let's go to Hill 5 here. The only garrison on Hill 5 has just been locked out, and WTH has a good amount of players here.
It's only J-Bork he's got to defend here.
J-Bork, and that garrison went down. That Gary's down. J-Bork's got to just keep himself alive.
He's not even reacting to the guy who just shot at him in the back. What is he doing? Turn around.
J-Bork, does he know? I don't think he does. They're defending for now.
This is like playing CS2 with Anthony.
It really is. J-Bork goes down. Unfortunate for him.
I like J-Bork. He's a good guy, but he was deaf as hell there.
Yeah, no, definitely. TL going to call some players back now just to make sure they get secure here. Hill 5 is not secure. There's 1 OP east of Hill 5, and that is it. So they need to make sure they don't get 4-1'd here. That could get very dicey for TL. Down in the south, though.
Look at how far WTH is pushed out. This is over. TL's done.
Yeah, 12 minutes left. It's going to be extremely hard to take this ground back. I mean, we've seen WTH do it, but they are just wiping spawns. I think that OP just went down. It might have been a garrison, actually. No, the OP did go down. Oscar's about to wipe another here in a moment. There it goes.
You could probably make a montage clip of how many times I've said the other team has been done.
Yeah, right.
I said WTH was cooked earlier, and now they're winning. So
yeah, you just never know. I mean, they are still making a move on Hill 5. Couple of players still in hard cap. Players in the surrounding areas as well. So we'll see if they can come back and do it here. Now, again, this game, the winner going into the semifinals, the loser of this game still in playoffs, but they will have to play through the quarters. So this is going to be huge. We're going to watch Ness and Rudy Rocket here. Not sure if Ness knows he's here. Rudy Rocket knows he's there, though. All right. Well, WTH looking like they do have a bit of a stronger presence here on Hill 5. Do we know, as far as OPs and Garys, do they have anything of importance there?
For WTH?
Yeah, for WTH there.
Yeah, they have 2 recon OPs and 2 normal squad OPs.
Right.
But they're not dedicating a ton of guys to attacking. They're basically just trying to send enough guys to piss TL off, so they have to at least send some people back here to defend it, you know?
Right. Just get them off of hard cap, keep that pressure off. And WTH are looking very comfortable out in the north here. So I think I think they're feeling pretty confident right now, I got to say. As far as WN7, let's see how much armor do they actually have here. I see 1, 2, 3 Tiger tanks on WN7. There was a 4th earlier. Not sure exactly or where exactly that went. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 4 Tiger tanks down here. They're just going to park them here, and they have no reason to move them. There's no need to move them off the point here. But TL making a push, though. Already getting toward Grandpa's house here. Brutus does go down here. Broseph Stalin is upstairs, though. Doodlebugs goes down below as well. Sun Tzu and Broseph going to be trying to hold this building. Connery drops Sun Tzu, and they know the garrison is here, though. The info should be there. But there's a garrison here in this building. Over at Hill 5, WTH going to continue to put some pressure on. Going to continue to make a push here. Now let's watch the fighting here on this point. Wix goes down. Pop-Tart going to get the trade here. So Lucky goes down. Pop-Tart with a 2nd kill. J-Bork goes down once again. That's Alex with a frag. Rudy Rocket and Harbinger just sitting on hard cap for now. And the WTH are almost halfway through this cap. They're going for the 4-1 here. And they may be able to do it. 9 minutes left in the match now. Things are looking dire for TL. Flares coming out now. And this is just going to be a fight for hard cap. WTH dedicating even more resources now to this fight. And they have control of the hill. It's quite literally an uphill battle to save this 4th point. Leroy drops 1. He's going to have to drop Nicolele here. Nicolele drops Swarm. Leroy coming in for the trade. He's going to get it. Going to get a 3rd kill now. 9-year-old is going to be looking his way now. Leroy going to take the reload here. Going to peek once again. On the 9-year-old kills Leroy now. Nades coming down on the point now. WTH are so close to making this a 4-1. But TL throwing infantry onto the point now. And that's going to completely reset them. There is nobody in Win 7. Everybody is defending Hill 5. And it's going to be oh so close. Are we about to see the 4-1? Couple players in hard cap. Dr. Ty, Ness here, trying to save it. They are defending now once again. But even if WTH don't get this cap here, I mean, they've done their job. There's no one in WN7 right now. So with under 8 minutes left in the match now, I think WTH are really trying to seal the deal here. It's looking so dire for TL.
Yeah, I mean, when that cap happened at 18 minutes left in the game, you got to be pretty bummed about that anyway. I would have given up completely.
Well, the mental is just such a big part of this game. You know, you can't let these big caps and these huge turns get you down. And so we'll see if TL can recover. They are defending Hill 5 now, but WTH, and you got to be feeling real good right now. So we'll go down south, see how WTH is doing. They should be pushing out now. I think it's hilarious that there are still 4 tanks down here. Here in WN7. And again, why would you move them out of hard cap? There's no reason to. You have that free cap weight.
And I just watched Brutish make a good play. He just killed these 2 guys on the west side of Hill 5 and wiped both OPs. Now he's coming in for the rest of the OPs here. Yeah,
let's watch Brutish here. We'll follow as TL continue to defend Hill 5. Streets and Brutish moving together now. They should catch Wendigo here in just a moment. Here comes an OP spawn. Bruder's going to get his gun up. Going to drop So Lucky. Going to wipe the OP as well. Street's going to continue pushing forward. Brutish with a 2nd kill on Rudy Rocket. With a 3. Brutish on a rampage.
Yeah, this is classic Brutish gameplay. Coming in from behind like a sneaky little guy and just shooting everyone in the back.
100%. Here comes the OP spawn, though. Does he know? Brutish? Oh, the Artie. The great equalizer.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, wow. Brutish fragging out. Artie helping him out a little bit, even if it cost him his own life. Artie from both teams coming down now. And TL have not managed to get a garrison down in hard cap, or even close to hard cap for Hill 5. The closest one's about 100 meters away. WTH with under 6 minutes left now. I think it is very close. We are very close to a GG here. Here comes in their OP spawn. Let's watch Sealy here. So he takes on an entire squad. Duba's about to push him now here. Let's see. Duba's going to go over the fence here. Sealy going to drop 1, though. They should know that he's there, though. He does get traded immediately. WTH not giving up, though. As far as the presence, can we do one last map check here before this game ends? It looks like WTH are pushing in from the north. Do they have a presence up there, or is it just a couple of stragglers?
They have 1 OP
okay.
on the north side of Hill 5. What I think is really telling is if you look at my map right now, you see all these squad leaders pushing Hill 5 from Win 7. That should never be happening in this situation, ever.
And the reason why that's happening is that there is 0 infantry between WN7 and Hill 5 for TL. They have 1 garrison with 1 SL that just spawned. He got killed off it looks like. And yeah, I think WTH have really sealed the deal here.
Yeah, there's no way TL can come back from this. They've given up all of the map control to keep Hill 5 and keep this a 3-2.
No, 100%. Yeah, that's. I think we're going to see GGs here in just a moment. Do we have any in chat yet? No, not yet. Oh, whoops. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I mean, and Hill 5 is still being contested. That's the thing. I mean, WTH is not going to let up on this.
Outside of a short, couple of periods where middle was basically not being attacked at all.
Right.
I would say that Win 7 was contested for like a majority of the game, like in terms of both teams fighting over it.
Right.
One team had it or another, but it was truly contested for a majority of the match. Do you see this huge TL bomb on Win 7 right now?
Oh, wow. Okay, a backdoor Garrison. Let's go back down to WN7. This is it. It's you do this now or you don't do this at all. I don't even know how this Garrison got up.
I don't either. I just came back here. I'm like, oh, game's over. I'm going to zoom around a little bit. And TL have 20 dudes coming into Win 7 right now from behind.
Okay, it's time for the backdoor action now. Now we're getting exciting. TL not giving up here. We're already writing them off. Here comes a huge spawn from WTH now. And this is it. This is the fight for the game. Tiger's still up on the point now. TL need their AT players up. Let's see if Streets can get behind some of these tanks here. He's going to get one rocket off into the ass of the Tiger. Dr. Ty trying to bait a satchel. He gets taken down now as well. The Tiger up in the north is shelling some of this infantry. The Garrison is locked out now. TL going to have to rely on OPs here. They have 1 minute and 4 seconds to get this cap. It looks like the majority of that push has been wiped. Oh, a noble attempt from TL. But I think that Garrison is still locked out. I don't know if they can do it now. Their odds were low here to begin with. Wix gets one rocket into the Tiger here. I think he has a second one. Let's see. Archery gets out of the tank. He drops Wix. Archery clearing out the infantry. Do they know that are they satcheled? They are satcheled. They're double satcheled. That Tiger is going to go down now, but 27 seconds left to get into hard cap. I don't think it's enough time. An exciting match from start to finish for both of these teams. I mean, WTH getting the initial cap, TL with a recap, and it's been non-stop action this entire game. TL almost capping fourth, one tick away. WTH saves it. WTH tries to attack WN7. They are one tick away. TL saves it, and then WTH tries again. They succeed in the cap, and that is going to be a GG, a win for WTH.
WTH 9-year-old in the chat saying reverse Uno card, referencing this match from a year ago where the sides were swapped on the same point.
Right. No, 100%. That is an incredible play from WTH to take this back, just diving all your tanks in. It works out for them in the end. Can we get some GGs in chat? And that is going to be game. So what does this mean, right? Because now this has ramifications. So as of right now, WTH, and we'll zoom out here for just a moment. We'll get out in game. We'll pull up our scoreboard here that you can see. So WTH now is going to move on to the semifinals for this game. But who are they going to play is the question. So WTH is going to play the winner, and we'll get this pulled up here on the other side of our screen. WTH moving on to S2 in the semifinals, which means they play the winner of whoever wins the quarterfinal. But who's in the quarterfinal? We don't know that yet. It could be any number of teams. The loser, or the winner, excuse me, of next week's game, ESPT and either Refuse or the Circle, they're going to play TL. No, that's wrong. Tell you what, let's not embarrass ourselves here. Let's just release the brackets here after this game is over. It'll be in seasonal Discord. But the important information, WTH going to the semifinals, TL going to play the quarterfinals in 2 weeks. Both of these teams do get 2 weeks off, which is nice. WTH gets 3 weeks? No, I'm wrong. TL gets 1 week off. WTH gets 2 weeks off. There we go. We know how the seasonal works. We know the format, but still a great game from both teams. That is going to be GG. 10 seconds left in the match now. And let's move on to our camera here. In fact, let's actually get the scoreboard showing.
Score at the end here.
Yeah, we can take a look here. Yeah. Artie has just been incredible for this game. For both of these teams. As you said, is multiple shell after shell, taking out just so many people.
3,000 combat score. I'm going to round up.
Yeah, 2953.
2953. Yeah.
Incredible. We'll continue scrolling down here for both of these teams so people can look at their scores if they like in the VOD. And there it is for both teams. So, yeah, that is going to wrap it up here for us. There you go. That's the right camera. No, just a great game. Could not ask for a better game to determine who makes it to the semifinals. TL, their first loss to the seasonal. This is the first game that they've lost. So they are going to move on to the quarterfinals. They still have secured their playoff spot. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Any thoughts on this game? I mean, we've talked about most of them already. Any final words, man?
Yeah, no final words really, except that was a great match. It was one of the best I've seen in a long time. If you think about the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other, that was TL and WTH. They're both trying to throw the game.
right.
I actually wouldn't say either team threw. They did make some mistakes, but for the most part, it was just because both teams were so good and making the right plays at the right time.
100%. It was a great game. As I said, I could not have asked for anything more for a final game for me. As I mentioned in the beginning of the stream today, this is my final game casting for seasonal. We're moving on from competitive after seasonal is over. We'll be a fan of HLO comp. So thank you to TL and to WTH for putting on a great game for us. Do you want to say some quick thank yous, Magic, to you for being my amazing friend and co-caster for about 2 years now. I've loved casting with you. To everyone who have I casted with as a guest, I appreciate it. To Heidi, Jane, for giving me a chance to be part of this, I very much appreciate it. To everyone who, and I'm going to pause the music for a second, Hell Let Loose had a real-life impact for me. This community, when I unfortunately experienced a tornado earlier this year, this community donated money on a GoFundMe to allow me to have a down payment for a new car. People meme a lot that, none of this matters and it's just a video game, but there are real-life friendships and real-life acts of kindness that have come from this community. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has shown that generosity, kindness, and support over the last 2 years. It's been an incredible experience. I've loved every second of it, mostly every second of it. And yeah, I couldn't ask for anything more. So after the season ends, we will just be a simple fan of HLL competitive. We'll be watching the playoff games here that are happening in a couple of weeks. I'm very excited for that. And that's all I got to say. So for the last time for an HLL cast, we do stream other games on Twitch. Feel free to follow if you want to hang out for that. Congratulations to WTH for winning this game. TL, congrats for making it to the quarterfinals. We'll be watching and enjoying that. So Magic, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks again, Anthony. I really appreciate you bringing me on here, and it was a fun time over the last couple of years casting with you.
Yeah, thank you. And that's it for us. Goodbye.